SMU played great. You know, we got punched in the mouth at the start of the second half, and we didn't recover. And as I've said many times, we, you know, when you make shots, you're going to win games. When you don't miss shots, when you don't make shots, you're going to lose games. And we didn't make them the second half. They made them. We left a lot of points on the board that first half. We missed a lot of free throws and some short bunnies that we just missed. And then, but you got to give SMU credit. They did a very good job defensively. They're a very good basketball team. And but as I told our guys in the post game, no time to have the woe is me syndrome. We can't feel sorry for ourselves. We play on Tuesday. I was fine with our energy and effort. We just didn't get the job done. And SMU made the shots when they needed to make the shots, and got the stops when they got, you know, needed to get the stops. And they just, you know, they had a big run at the start of the second half, and we just did not recover.
Coach, your thoughts on the team's defense as a whole today?
You know, I didn't think defensively. I thought first half we were really good defensively. I didn't think our interior guys were, you know, the second half we were not good interior-wise. I thought Don Woodson was good, but you know, which is a good sign, but we need Shaq and Austin to be really good for us. And, you know, we were switching zone to man, man to zone. We were trying everything. We just weren't able to get stops, and our perimeter defense wasn't good, and we just were not good defensively today. But that's a credit to SMU. David Pelham did not play due to his knees. You know, he's an important part for defensively, but he had issues with his knees before the game today, and we just couldn't play him.
You guys really had a good run there in the first half.
Yep.
And part of that was the zone, I'm guessing. And what changed in the second half? Was that an energy thing?
I just think they made some shots. You know, they made shots and they made threes, and there you go. And you know, they opened up to about a 10-point lead and we just never recovered. They made a couple shots. They hit the first 4 points, and when we missed some open shots, and we just were not able to recover. And they just kind of punched us in the mouth at first, coming out of the gate of the second half, and we did not recover, and they took advantage of it.
You guys beat them on the offensive board, like 15-12, but they still managed to outscore you on second chance points. In fact, I think you only had 7 second chance points for the game. How frustrating was that?
Very frustrating. We missed a lot of short shots, missed a lot of layups. We got some offensive rebounds. We just did not convert in key times, but you know, missed free throws. But you got to give SMU credit. That's the bottom line. SMU deserves the credit. They beat us.
How good was Marcus Kennedy inside? I mean, his career numbers, both rebounds and points. And secondly, this is kind of the second straight game that Shaq hasn't really shown up. I mean, he has 4 field goal attempts and just 6 points.
Yeah, you know, Marcus Kennedy played tremendous. He was a high level guy tonight. There's no doubt about that. He is a high level guy. And yeah, Shaq did not play well for us today, and we need Shaq to play well. I thought Shaq was okay the second half for Central Florida Grant. You know, he was able to affect the game the second half. But today, Shaq wasn't, you know, where we needed Shaq to be. But again, we win together, we lose together, and I told our guys in the locker room, hey, when we win as the players, when we lose, I'm going to take full responsibility as the coach. So, you know, so I'll go back to the drawing board. We don't have the woe is me syndrome. We got to be ready to go. We play Tuesday. No one can feel sorry for ourselves, and we got to get back and try to win the game on Tuesday.
SMU's been so good inside all year, outscoring 20 of their 21 opponents in the paint. But were you surprised at how well they were able to shoot it there in the second half? I mean, 6 of 11, 5 of 7 to start.
When you make threes, I've always said this, the important part of college basketball or basketball period, you got to take the 3 out and you got to make threes. And we did not take the 3 out, and we didn't make threes, and that's why we lost the game. I mean, they're just, if you're not going to win games shooting 6 of 24 from 3-point range, and then in the SMU in the second half is shooting 6 from 11 from 3-point range, you're not winning the game.
Geron, you guys have been on such a good streak. What does a loss like this do to kind of refocus? I mean, I don't know, is it a refocus? Is it kind of catch your attention or what?
It's a process. We went away from our identity. Coach Pastner tell us to get the ball inside to start the game off each half. We went away from that. Like you said, Shaq got 4 touches. That's unacceptable.
How hard is it to watch them do what they did at the start of the second half and knowing it's kind of slipping away? And it seemed like no matter what you guys tried, you really couldn't get past it.
At that point, man, I was playing, my heart out, man, trying to get stops, and just every time I look up, the ball's in the air, it's going in the basket. So, I mean, it's a tough loss. They came in here, they out-aggressed us, they're more aggressive, and they got the win.
Geron, you guys were on a 16-game road win streak before tonight. How big of a factor was the SMU crowd for you guys tonight?
I mean, we're used to big games. Tennessee, at Louisville, at Memphis, home games, 18,000. So, I mean, that wasn't an issue. So, like I said, they just came out, they made shots, and we went away from our game plan. And they were a tougher basketball team today.
Geron, how do you guys move passes when considering you have a quick turnaround and play on Tuesday?
You don't dwell on it. You go back to the drawing board. You watch film as a team, and you keep playing basketball the right way. We know we're a good basketball team. We know we're gonna bounce back. You just hold yourself accountable each game, every day, in and out, and get the win on the next go around.
You guys were right there at halftime, 29 apiece. What, in your opinion, changed coming out of the locker room? Because it was a 29-8 run by SMU.
It was 29-29 at the half. It was basically come back out 0-0. Like I said, came back out. We didn't start the game off going inside, and that's unacceptable. They can guard Austin and Shaq, and we need to do that. We need to stick with our identity because every time we don't, we usually get an L.
How tough was it not having David in there?
I didn't know he was that important to our team. I knew he was a great basketball player, but obviously it just shows how important he is to our basketball team. So, things like that happen. You've got to be able to just stick together and play as a team when you lose a player, because anything can happen.
Coach, obviously Dominic goes 1 of 6 from the field, but he did pull down 11 rebounds. What were your thoughts on
but his 1 for 6 was second and third effort, rebounding. He missed a lot of short shots, but I had no issue with that. I mean, he played hard. I thought he was attacking the glass. He just missed a lot of short shots there, trying to keep balls alive. So I thought Dom was fine. I loved his effort.
Also, your thoughts on Geron's performance? I mean, there in the first half, he was carrying you guys.
Yeah, no, Geron played well in the first half. He was able to, he had 12 points, I think, the first half, and that really was big for us. We left a lot of points on the board early in that first half. We had some opportunities to get a lead and stretch the lead, and we just weren't able to take advantage of it. But hey, I've said it before, if our guards don't play well, and late, we got better production late, but the game was, it was sort of out of hand. But if our guards don't play well, it makes it really tough for our team. And I've said before, I've said it again, our 4 senior guards got to be big for us every night, every time we step on the floor. If 1 of 4 is good, or none of the 4 are good, then it makes it really tough for us to win games.
Obviously, their defense is ranked really high nationally. Your thoughts on that as a whole, and was that one of the reasons that you all didn't shoot the ball as well as you would have liked?
Well, you got to give SMU credit. Their defense was really good, and they played well. But hey, we had some open shots. We missed a lot of open shots, missed a lot of layups. But that's a credit to SMU. It's a credit to Coach Brown and his staff and his team.
Does it feel like a long time since you've lost a road game? It's been since 2012 in conference play at least.
Yeah, winning's fun, losing's awful. That's just what it is. But again, SMU's really good, and we've won a lot of road games. We got to start a new streak next time we get on the road. Our next road game's at Connecticut, 2 weeks from today. So, but first and foremost, we got to take care of business on Tuesday. We play Rutgers, and that's where our only focus can be right now.